Yo, what's going on, guys? King here. In today's video, I want to cover the brand new January community update that was posted just a few minutes ago by Saber Interactive and Focus Entertainment over on the Focus forums. So we're going to jump right into it. It covers everything from January, including updates regarding patch 12.0. First off, they say, greetings, Space Marines. First and foremost, we would like to wish you all the best for the new year. We hope that 2026 will be another great year for gaming, and we look forward to bringing more content to Space Marine 2 and seeing players enjoy it. There's still a lot to come in the upcoming months. Bear with us. Speaking of updates, today we released a small hotfix 11.3 that brings compatibility with Microsoft Store versions, allowing this game to now be on Xbox Game Pass. Also, Patch 12 Tech Marine update is next. Let's detail the content together. A recap of Patch 12's content. We're targeting the end of February for the release. Stay tuned. So I would not be surprised if this came out in the last week of February. Some Tech Marine news. The wait is almost over. To make it more tolerable, we might give you as many details as we can about this new class. A detailed dev blog was posted a few days ago. If you missed it, read it here now, and then they provide the link. And if you're too lazy to read all the details, here's a summary. What is the new Tech Marine class like? Tech Marines are specialists in crowd control and area defense. In melee, they're able to take on large groups of enemies with their Omniscient Axe, and they also shine in mid-range combat thanks to their firearms arsenal. The Tech Marine special abilities reinforce this area defense specialist aspect. First, the Tarantula Sentry Gun. When a Tech Marine is in a squad, the Tarantula Sentry Guns spawn on the map and can only be activated by the Tech Marine. Once activated, they will automatically shoot at nearby enemies until they run out of ammo or are destroyed. Secondly, your special ability is the Servo Gun, which unleashes a powerful volley on enemies and can be upgraded with the class perks. The Tech Marine class will be available in all PvE and PvP modes when patch 12 drops for free. Of course, no DLC or in-game purchases required. Here's a shot of the Tech Marine, and they say, here's a closer look at the Omniscient Axe for both Loyalists and Chaos. So let's take a look at that right here. This is the Loyalist version, and then they also have the Chaos version. Please note that the Tech Marine is the only class allowed to bear the Omniscient Axe. Lastly, as some of you might have guessed, the Chaos counterpart to the Tech Marine in PvP is a Red Corsair's Warpsmith, and this lines up perfectly with the recent release of the Maelstrom and the new Red Corsairs models from Games Workshop. I'm telling you guys, if you're not aware already, Space Marine 2 is one of the best marketing tools that Games Workshop has to market the tabletop models, and there's a reason that they're releasing the Tech Marine in patch 12 along with the Red Corsairs Warpsmith for PvP. New PvE map Disruption. With patch 12 will come a new PvE map named Disruption. Here's the brief for your next mission. Combat Squad Viridian must reinforce a battalion of Cadians besieged by a Tyranid swarm. When an urgent missive from an ecclesiarchy priest alerts them to a Thousand Suns ritual profaning a nearby cathedral, both onslaughts must be disrupted to prevent a domino effect that will jeopardize concurrent operations elsewhere on Avarax. And here's a look. So they teased this image back a while ago, and then here are some new images of this new PvE operation Disruption. So very nice. 2 new cosmetic DLCs are coming with patch 12.0. 2 new cosmetic DLCs are on the way. This time, customize your experience with the Raven Guard Champion Pack and the Carcharodon's Cosmetic Pack. And here's the Raven Guard Champion Pack for Assault, and I am so excited for this. You know, it is a great rendition similar to the Aethon Shaw tabletop model, which is the Chapter Master for the Raven Guard. They make him a veteran with the white helmet, shoulder pads, and the gauntlets. And a lot of these pieces are going to be available for use on other classes. Look at that feathered cape. Super sick. They also have included a bolt pistol skin, a silenced bolt pistol skin for the Raven Guard Champion. They say the Raven Guard Champion will be associated with the Assault class, which means elements will be compatible separately with other classes. Helmet for Tactical, Assault, Vanguard, Bulwark, Sniper, and Heavy. War Gear, which is the Tabard for Tactical. So let's take a look at that. The Tabard right here for Tactical. And then the cape will be available for the sniper class. And I'm super hyped, guys. Like, this is going to make creating lore accurate models so much easier in Space Marine 2. It is going to give such a nice aesthetic to your characters in Space Marine 2, and you can really make them truly lore accurate, you know, to what the tabletop models would be like. Left pauldron is going to be available for the Tactical, Assault, Bulwark, and Heavy. Right pauldron, Tactical, Assault, Vanguard, Bulwark, and Sniper. Chest plate for Tactical and Assault. Left gauntlet and right gauntlet for Tactical, Assault, and Bulwark. Left greave without thrusters for Tactical. It will also be on Assault and without thrusters for Bulwark. Right greave for Tactical, Assault, and Bulwark as well. And then the backpack, obviously the jump pack, will be for Assault only. Here's that bolt pistol skin for the Raven Guard Champion pack as well. And then they also have included the Carcharodon's Cosmetic pack. Carcharodon's Cosmetic pack includes 2 helmets, 1 left pauldron, 1 right pauldron, and 1 chest plate. Unlike the other cosmetic packs, the Carcharodon's Cosmetic pack does not add a new heraldry page because the Carcharodons are only a single chapter. They don't have successor chapters to unlock the cosmetic items. Instead, the armor pieces will be automatically unlocked and added to your armor sets once you purchase the pack, so you don't have to buy them with requisition when you have the pack unlocked. And here's every single item for the Carcharodon's Cosmetic pack. You can see that first helmet. Here's the standard helmet, so if you want to use it on a different type of build. The right pauldron, the left pauldron, and then that chest piece as well. You can see all the bloodied items. You can see, you know, that tribal type of look and painting that the Carcharodons are known for. What's more, that's not all. The Tech Marine update also brings 20 new modifiers for the stratagems mode. You can now swap the different Space Marine heads. For example, you can use the Assault default head on the Sniper. A new equipment has been added, the Restorative Stims. It takes the slot of your Medicae Stims and it will provide a different way to heal your Space Marine's wounds instead of burst of heal. It will regenerate your HP over time and also generate contested health up to 100% of your missing HP, which means you can effectively regen all of your missing HP when used correctly. 3 new heroic weapon variants for the Combat Knife, Fencing, Heavy Bolt Rifle, Combi Grenade Launcher, and the Omniscient Axe Fencing. Although the 3 heroic weapons were not part of the initial plan, we were so encouraged by your enthusiasm that we chose to add them to our roadmap. Okay, very nice, very nice. And here's a look at all 3 of those heroic weapons. You can even see on the heroic heavy bolt or heroic heavy bolter that it is a Inquisition style heroic heavy bolter, which means this will be perfect for your Death Watch builds in Space Marine 2. The public test server is live. PTS is now live on Steam on January 29th and ends on February 6th. So you really only have a week to play on the public test server if you do own the game on PC and Steam. So go ahead and have a first taste of patch 12 while you can. You can read the patch notes here, which I just posted a video on. I will link that video here in the upper right-hand corner. Please note that since the PTS is a work-in-progress version of the final patch, all the gameplay elements, such as all the Tech Marine customization elements or the voice selector for the Voice Pack DLC, are not implemented yet. Rest assured, they will be ready when patch 12 releases. To access the PTS, follow the tutorial. Since Steam recent changes, you have to tick the tools box in the library menu to see the PTS. Voice packs frequently asked questions. We announced our intention to release a voice pack last month, and you naturally had a few questions about it. We'll try to address all the most frequently asked questions hereafter. It'll be for the Blood Angels, Space Wolves, and Black Templars. And then the price of the voice pack will be sold at $4.99. So $5 for these 3 heads and the voice pack. Not too bad. You know, it is a shame they couldn't include it in the season pass, but I think this is pretty reasonably priced for what is going to be included. When we'll be able to buy the voice pack drops with patch 12 at the end of February. Purchases will be open at the same time the patch rolls out. How many voice lines are contained in the voice pack? It will contain over 450 voice lines per chapter. Okay. So that means 450 voice lines for the Blood Angels, for the Space Wolves, and for the Black Templars each. dubbed in the 7 audio languages already supported by the game, and introduce unique lines based on the chapter. For example, the Space Wolf will shout "for the All-Father" instead of the usual "for the Emperor," and your Space Marine will shout these new lines. Same goes for the social wheel emotes. And for those who may be wondering, we're happy to confirm that each and every one of the voice pack's 1,300 plus total voice lines were performed by a real voice actor, as our commitment to quality remains absolute. You know, that is nice. It is nice that they are committed to not using AI. Games Workshop recently put out a statement that all of their creators will not use and are banned from using AI in the creation of Games Workshop content under their IP. So they are very against the use of AI. They are very much for the use of real people, real creativity, and not auto-generated AI. So very nice of them. I think that's a based take from Games Workshop. While, you know, today it is so often that we see AI, you know, on social media, in gaming, in, you know, our work in general, it is so refreshing to see a company go against the status quo when it comes to using, you know, AI and just a lack of creativity to create what they are trying to bring into their IP. And then they have the voice actors listed here for each of the specific heads, which is very cool. What do they sound like? Can I get a sneak peek? They have a little video right here, which you can go check out. I will link the link to this community update in the description below. Will there be individual packs, or are the 3 heads tied in the same pack? The voice pack comes with a set of 3 new heads. All 3 heads are part of the same voice pack. They cannot be sold separately. Can I equip one chapter's head with another chapter's voice? Yes, you can equip one chapter's head with another chapter's voice. Voices and heads aren't tied together. Okay, that's very nice to know. Is the voice pack class specific? For example, is Space Wolves for Vanguard only? No, they aren't class restricted. You will hear the new voice lines regardless of the class you've picked. Will other chapters get a voice pack in the future? Absolutely. A second voice pack is in the making. We'll reveal which chapters will receive it later this year. And what I will let you guys know is there were already previous leaks for at least a White Scars head to be part of a DLC head pack, and most likely a voice pack as well. So I'll be interested to see if they're going to do White Scars, what are the other 2 heads and the other 2 chapters that they are going to choose. Let me know in the comments below what you think they're going to choose. Will the original heads that are in the game now be interchangeable as well? Yes. Space Marine 2 is now available on Xbox Game Pass. You can now play Space Marine 2 with Xbox Game Pass. The game's also compatible with Xbox Play Anywhere, so you truly have no excuse anymore. Tell your friends it's not too late to join the battlefield and fight in the name of the Emperor. That's it for this month. Thank you for your support. Join the community on our official Discord. And then they say thank you from Saber and Focus team. So let me know your guys' thoughts on the January community update. Are you excited for patch 12? Are you as excited as me for patch 12? Because I'm absolutely fired up. If you guys like content like this, make sure you like the damn video and subscribe. And I will see all of you guys in the next video. Peace.